Good morning. Welcome to Flat Earth Early Bird number 2072. I'm your host Arwin. And before I start the show, please don't forget to share it on any platform you deem fit. And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you know when I'm going live, which is normally 2 p.m. Amsterdam time every day. And please also do support me to the PayPal, Patreon, and the Gifts and Go. Links are in the description box below. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Right. So again, the weather today is quite gorgeous. Very sunny, mostly blue skies. Not real clouds up there, but there is some haze and trail remnants is what it looks like. Overall very sunny. Alright. Happy equinox, everyone. It's interesting to have such a nice and warm summer day right in the middle of the equinox. So yeah, did predict that there would be kind of a nice after summer, and well, that is happening. So enjoy it while it lasts, because full-blown autumn is probably right around the corner. It is Saturday, the 21st of September 2024. Temperature is 23 degrees Celsius, 59% humidity. Low wind today, 11 kilometers an hour. And looks like tomorrow's going to be that kind of weather as well. And then starting Monday, it's going to cool down again. Jesus, okay. So it predicts now coming Friday will be 13 degrees Celsius. I guess it's going to cool down a lot by next weekend. Okay, good to know. With rain and all kinds of things. Right. So yeah, I had a great night's sleep. Yeah, I'm just really relaxed today. I hope to be able to keep that, because I really want to get past the whole crankiness phase from the last few days. Hey, Seeking Starwater, first in chat. Yeah, you are on a roll here. Freezing, warming here this morning. What? Freeze warming? Freeze warning. Okay. That's odd. That's quite the contrast. Then again, you are like at a mountainous area, right? You're still at the mountainous area? Or did you move like somewhere completely different? Seeking Starwood, I have no idea. Didn't really tell us. I take it by now the whole mouth situation is probably restored to the point where you just forgot about it, because that usually that heals very quickly. Right. Oh. Mountains west of where you were. Okay. Very swollen and painful. Oh! Multiple. Oh, okay. Didn't know it was that dramatic. So it's still bothering you? Okay, that kind of sucks. But I guess that like your whole situation has to like reshape itself then. If you have like several teeth pulled, then it's like it all has to like find a new configuration. So yeah, in that case, it might take a little longer before it all calms down and finds its new spot, because technically your teeth and all that, they migrate in your jaw. Slightly. They are maneuverable slowly, and then if you're like having new pressure distributions because like certain teeth have just drop out, or like they're not part of your teeth situation anymore, then yeah, the pressures redistribute and it all has to like find a new spot. So that might then contribute to it being irritated longer. That's very annoying though, but normal. Right, so make sure to try to like not poke it and all that, and rinse with salt water. Remember that. Like that's still very important. As long as it's still swollen and all that, inflammation, like you want to keep it as clean as possible, and then hopefully soon it will just calm down. Yeah, so you can start. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, when you're older, it does go slower, but it's still, the gums and all that's still the fastest regenerating tissue in the body. No teeth left? Huh. Okay. Okay, that's great. Glad to hear that you got healers around you. I'm just trying to help out, you know? Like, I don't know exactly what your situation was, but just kind of let me know when things are gonna calm down again. I do kind of want to know how long that takes. Right. Anyhow, 19 watching already. Don't know specifically what to talk about, but Benjamin yesterday had like a really interesting, deep, spiritual, esoteric show about the devil in the ego, and yeah, I was like going off about that in the chat as well. Very inspiring. It's like the devil in you, your ego, it hides information from you. And then you don't know what you're doing, but that's like part of the process. When people get possessed by the devil, they don't know it. They might be inclined to think that what they're doing and feeling in such a moment is them. So they connect it up with their own self-view. But they don't realize that you don't have a full overview over what you do when it happens. And you could argue even that when I get super cranky and I'm like having just an off day and I just lash out very easily and I get paranoid about what people say, that it's the same effect. Because like 2 days ago the show, I was super cranky and I didn't notice it. I only noticed it when I watched it back afterward. So it's comparable. And it's interesting how that works, and it's a real challenge for anybody's consciousness to like become more aware of when such a thing is happening. And just realize that it's there for your experience benefit. It's there to like take away your faculties, because knowing it more consciously, what is happening in such a moment, would only lead to more pain. It's like the devil takes a piece of your mind in the moment to supposedly protect you, but protect you from the necessary suffering of consciousness, which is required to learn and adapt and outgrow something, right? But the devil just like, oh, I'll take care of that for you. So you don't, it doesn't have to bother you and you don't have to deal with it. But the way he does that is by literally taking away your senses to a degree, so that you just don't notice what's happening. And that's the trick. Haven't watched Owen forever. Sure. But I still watch it like every day, whenever I can. But yeah, yesterday's show in particular was just very interesting. Spirit mechanics gravy. Worth a watch. Tincture was developed by a man who observed wild horses. Nibble on the earth around watering holes. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, no, minerals are great. Same reason why some pregnant women will just get a craving to just eat clay or something. Just eat it. Because their body can really use it. Like minerals like that, just things like clay and other dirt, can be extremely useful just raw. I mean, we eat them through the plants and all that we eat, but just the raw minerals too can be just as useful. Yeah. Hello, Professor Phil Bell. I don't know about Candace Owens and don't care. I'm not hating on anybody. It's all a giant waste of time. Check it out. Okay, cool. Be warned though, it is still very Owen Benjamin, so if there's something about him that you typically won't like, it's gonna be full of it. He's just being himself as usual. I find it very entertaining and hilarious and informative. you don't really like it all that much, then yeah, that's still gonna be there. But I thought yesterday's show was great. It wasn't super long, a little over 2 hours, but it was really focused. It was like partially reviewing the movie. Damn it. What was it again? I downloaded it, so let's just find what was it. Oh yeah, Revolver. From 2005. Never seen that before. Very psychological movie, all about the ego and how it tricks you. And somebody may have like pointed me at that movie at the time, but I didn't want to. Because I mean, if you have ego issues, it's very frustrating. Because it's like it just confronts you with your own ego and your indulgences. So the movie apparently is very hated upon because it's so confronting. It's like a serious wake-up call. And I haven't watched it yet, just the clips that Owen showed, but I am looking forward to watching it this weekend. He's funny for sure. Ah, okay, cool. Yeah, so I will get to it. Get to watching it. Still have to finish up like watching that Dungeons and Dragons movie though. But I mean, I'm just not so much in the mood for it. Because it is kind of goofy and hyperactive in ways. You have to be kind of in the mood for that. And yeah, that first time I watched it, I was, but then I cut it off halfway, and it's still just sitting out there. So I might just watch Revolver earlier. Right, in the meantime, it looks like in the Netherlands stuff is going down. And some other weird things. So apparently there's like some intelligence that has come through, like in the United States, about Trump assassination attempts, and they say now, I have no idea like what that's about, but they say there were 5 teams. There's 5 teams, like there's gonna be 5 organized attempts, and we have seen 2 of those, and that's like, no way, really? Because I literally called it by that number. Like, I think I even called that in April or something. But at least like in the last few weeks, I've been saying that. It's like it's gonna be 5 attempts and they're all gonna fail. Like miserably. But they're gonna try it anyway, and 5 attempts, and now apparently 5 teams. Like what? Poof. So there's that. And the other thing, I forgot what I was saying. Damn it. What was I talking? Oh yeah. Yeah, the Dutch guy, Baudet, from the Forum for Democracy, has called for a night of the long knives, which is very ballsy. And like I've been doing that for a couple of years now and saying like, yeah, don't really have a choice. Looks like other people are figuring it out. So yeah, you send that, and like extreme left is all, of course, like all like completely squirting over it, and like yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you're gonna get. So that's interesting. It's very, very interesting that that's happened, and we'll see if there actually something comes of it. But yeah, it certainly has upped my respect for that guy, that he would go there. He would just say it, right? Because they're all very good at talking and saying things, but a statement like that is pretty on the nose. And now he said it. Good. Hurry up. Hurry up before there's nothing left. Lowstone Monkey. Alright. Ballers are still very concerned with the final experiment, their last best hope for a globe, even though it still requires them to presuppose the Earth is a globe in order for that to be of any relevance whatsoever. It is what it is. Like, I can't really be bothered. One week till the conference. I'm getting a bit nervous about it again, which is good because I've been like really depleted of nerves recently, and that's not a good state to be in when you're going to do a presentation. You want to be focused, right? And I've been kind of like on the other side of the pendulum with that, and I'm sure I'm going to get more nervous and all that in the coming week, and that's good because I need to have a bit of nerves to stay focused, to have more peak energy, because I am going to be attempting to roll out all my information in Dutch, which I'm not used to doing. I mean, I do explain the things that I know in Dutch, like to my dad, to my friend in Nijmegen, but that's like a one-on-one communication, and it's still different. Right, but also I might just be capable during the presentation of just doing live Google translations, not like looking up the word and then seeing what is it in Dutch. Like, I should keep in mind that I can do that. It would be very useful because there's going to be tons of words that are going to be entering my mind that I just won't really know a direct translation for on the run. But I'm pretty sure that's all going to work out. Better practice? No. Won't need to practice in front of people. I'm not going to shit my pants. It's absolute nonsense, Trevor. Just know. Like, I'm sitting here in front of an effective hostile crowd, like continually. Yeah, I don't need to practice for that. Derp alert. Which one? It's totally different. Dude, it's not totally different in real life. Absolute nonsense. And besides, it's not the first time I've ever talked in front of a crowd in a microphone. Okay, Margarita, that's cute. It's a little bit too much information. I won't have the band hammer there. Handle questions. Fuck you, retard. Yeah, see, here's the difference, dumbass. Yeah? People can't just start talking over me while I do my presentation. Yeah? If people are gonna have questions and they're gonna be all ball-tarded about it, I will simply say exactly what I know. And like, oh, but the math and this and that is like, yeah, that's too bad. I'm not gonna give you any math. Yeah? Because I'm not there to convince ball-tards. I'm there to make my case. And if you don't like it, too fucking bad. Yeah, if you have intricate questions about the material that I presented, then I will answer those questions. And if it's not good enough for them, too fucking bad. Like, I don't care. And if they want to spend over 100 euros coming there just to be a troll like that, I'm gonna laugh at them. Because, like, yeah, you're literally wasting money just to try to get in the way of flat earthers. Like, look at you. Shut up, Trevor. Don't fucking tell me what to do. Time out, 10 minutes. Am I taking questions? Today, on the live show, sure. Yeah, my presentation? At the end, perhaps, if there's time. Yeah, and if somebody's gonna come with a calculus question, I'm just gonna say no. Next question. Anybody have a question that does not involve stupid math? Because I don't answer math questions, yeah? I mean, just go ask somebody that gives a shit about that. Like, I know what I know. I'm sharing it. That's not good enough for you. Too fucking bad. It's that simple. How long will the presentation be? 1.5 hours max. Right? And like, I might rush through some parts, but I mean, I can literally highlight one freaking item and then just talk about it 15 minutes straight. If I needed to. So there's absolutely not going to be any shortage of material to talk about at all. Really looking forward to lunch already. I could use some coffee. Think I do great? Yeah, Jason, me too. I'm glad you have confidence in me as well. I know I will do great. It will just not be super fluent because I'm not used to like talking about these like technical detailed things in Dutch. But I mean, yeah, that's it. Like, I know how to speak Dutch on a quality level, so I can actually do it. There's just going to be slight translation issues with some technical words, and that's it. Nerve-wracking if you have very bad... Yeah, well, I don't have very bad stage fright. And besides, I've had like a month time to prepare. Yeah? What I don't handle is if I'm like just living my life, whatever, and then it's like, hey, you want to do a presentation in 2 days. Yeah? That's when I don't do well. Because I need mental preparation time for such things. And I've had that. I've had plenty of time. So, yeah, those first 2, 3, 4 days, I was nervous as hell. Now that's done. I'm prepared. I already know the subjects I'm going to talk about. I have preparation material, and it's all going to work out great. My father will be there, yeah, indeed. Which is helpful, because at least then I know there's somebody there that really knows me. Want to see if there's live streaming? No, there isn't. They might be making it available afterward, but there's definitely not live streaming. So here is the conference site. How many flight speakers will they have? I don't know, a couple? Strong. Rumble is fine. Yeah. So yesterday's show was a blast. I don't know if I can live up to that level today. But I mean, yesterday I was really in the flow and it was just great. It's a great show. Very inspired. And so was the day before, but I mean, yesterday was just really good. It was just really in the flow. And yeah, we'll see what we're gonna do today. It's probably not gonna be too long a show, also because I'm starting like an hour and a half later than normal. So how did all that coffee get on the screen? What the hell happened there? I have no idea how that came there. That's so weird. get that off. Otherwise, you got coffee stains on my monitor. I don't want that. It's the same in the UK. Hello, Ellie Sambrook. Yeah, I bet it is. I mean, if it's rainy over here, it's going to be rainy in England. It's very rarely not the same. Right, hello, good to see you, by the way. Hope you're having a great Friday. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. I feel a little bit complainy, but I'm going to not give into it because I don't want to. And it's like not, yeah, it's not something good. Like, when Owen Benjamin gets irritated and complainingly, he absolutely always manages to turn it around into something really funny. It just like goes after Coddington or something. It's hilarious. When I get cranky, it's not so funny usually, except for people that really like to see me suffering or whatever. But so I'm just like nah, no, I'm okay, I'm fine. I got coffee, I got good food. I'm gonna make it through the month, I think. Especially if somebody helps me out a little bit. Yeah, I people have actually helped me out a bit last week, which is like essential. Midsummer in 5 weeks. Midsummer? In June? Thought midsummer was July, but okay. Doesn't feel like it. Yeah, well, hey, I mean, we've had unusually good summers here in this little region, right? Which is also kind of the Netherlands, England. I mean, we're basically neighbors. We're ocean neighbors, as it were. And I mean, it's very rarely that we have good summers. We shouldn't really have all that good summers typically. Last century, we barely had any good summers. So, I mean, in the last decade at least, there's been a lot of really nice and even super hot summers here and in England. So, if it's gonna just go back to being a bit of a dreary summer, I mean, that's actually normal. Like, we don't, in the Netherlands, we don't like that that's normal, but it is. So we shouldn't complain, but of course we will, because even if it's nice weather, a Dutch person will always find a way to complain about the weather. It's tradition. Yeah. I try to not give into that tradition either. It's everybody being mopey. There's always something good, you know? There's always something positive to find in any situation. And for me, this is just like, yeah, this is great for the plants. I'm so happy for all the green, and it looks so green. And that definitely means that even if there is going to be a hot summer, it's going to be stocked up on water properly. And that's what I like about rainy periods. As long as it isn't like continuously like that. If it would be like this all summer, then it's going to be annoying, because then you're gonna get like fungus crap and all that. So, but yeah, it doesn't look like it will. I'm not worried about the weather. Like, the forecast said like 25 degrees again next week, so yeah, it'll all be just fine. Right, I even got a bonus croissant for myself. Probably shouldn't have done that, but I really wanted it, and I actually am gonna eat that right now because I am kind of hungry. I mean, I guess normally this would be the time that I'd already round out the show and like start lunch or whatever. So I'm gonna just take a bite out of this. Yay, nice croissant. Cheers. yeah, I didn't get a whole bunch of new clips again. Yesterday I only had one clip and it was just great. It was a great show, so... And I've been watching streams, catching up on some Owen Benjamin. Because that stream like was really, yeah, very laggy at the time, so I just watched it back yesterday, and Owen didn't have a live stream anyway. He probably will again today. It seemed like he also had like this kind of weather, just like windy, cloudy, and a little bit rainy, and a little bit sunny. But I mean, he was like, it was a really good stream. He does have great energy. He was really into like, he had this whole flow. He was basically in a hippy dippy mood, which is like my kind of mood. For me, that's default. I really know how to deal with that. But he was like basically tripping out over his own insights. And it was fine. It was funny and insightful. Exactly the way I like it. What else? Alex Jones show was hilarious. Alex is having like a blast. Well, no, everybody's having a blast because of this Gorka figure that has this outrageous, ridiculous British accent. Like, basically like if I was doing British but not really putting effort into it. So it's like, that's an act. That guy is literally acting like he's British. He isn't. It's absolutely preposterous. And then he started to like call people like Tucker Carlson and all that low T, which is like absolutely abominable. Like a real British person would never even use that phrase because it's so embarrassing. And like, that's not something that a British person should, like, they should like keep that a secret, because low T is also kind of a problem with a lot of Brits. So it's like, you shouldn't even be like mentioning it all that much unless it's like really specifically relevant. Because it's just it's demoralizing to bring up low testosterone levels. So to then just start shit talking with it is extremely un-British, in my opinion. It really is. Like, that's maybe an American thing to do. It's not a British thing to do. So it's just this guy is ridiculous, and Alex Jones is having a... Well, he is having a blast basically doing his super exaggerated British noble accent thing. He was doing it like all day. And it's freaking hilarious. Like, I like that when he's like... I love when he does that sort of thing. It's funny. And he's become better at it too. When he started doing the British accent very early on, because he started doing that like 20 years ago, it was too exaggerated and it was like annoying. Now he's like, it's like his own character. Like, you have the British noble Alex Jones, and he's gotten way more convincing at it. Like, you almost want to see like an actual skit where he is just full-blown British being really serious or something, and then with somebody else. That would be funny. And I bet he'll do something like that, unless he's just too busy, because I mean, the guy does get extremely busy. So he doesn't always find the time to make funny skits like that, to set that up. He does have like a window of space. He needs that in order to
get all frolicky and do funny stuff like that. But I mean, the funny stuff is really necessary. It's necessary for his own sanity and for everybody else, because I mean, Alex Jones deals in a lot of shitty things, like terrible things in the world. So you need to just make fun of certain things, especially New World Order people. Otherwise, it's just unbearable. So we could use a bit of funny British Alex. Looking forward to the show after I'm done here. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah, and there's this upcoming rise of the guy called Thomas Massey, and I barely know anything about him except that he's like really unapologetically politically incorrect. And that he's really being accused and bothered by the Marxists and all that, so he seems like an upcoming rising figure in politics. And I wish him the best. I'll probably get to hear more about him over the coming months. And yeah, because I don't know yet what to really think of him. Not sure. Hey, Viscosity, good to see you. But yeah, there's a lot of new figures in the United States that are basically getting into politics and trying to be as alpha as they can, which is like, that's necessary. Like, as soon as Trump like started to go sideways and basically turn into a full-blown neocon, and it looks, guys, it looks really bad. It looks like Trump is like never going to get out of it. It really does look like that. So it's necessary, because he ain't gonna be the champion for, to even call it MAGA at this point, for the America First movement. I just call it America First movement. That would probably be the best way to describe it, although there might be a specific group that calls themselves that's already kind of compromised. I mean, it's difficult, man, because the US it's really so heavily infiltrated with Israeli propaganda and everything. It's just, and Trump isn't stepping out of it. He isn't doing it. He could, but he's not doing it, and I don't think he ever will at this point. I think he is really permanently stuck in this, and so champions in the US need to rise up. New political champions. You must, and they know it. They know they must do it. New groups of people need to take the weight of it all and aim to take that very serious. Because you can't just step up to the plate and be like, oh, I'm gonna like fix everything, and then if you get the power, it turns out like it's completely impossible. And so they all need to prepare carefully for the chaos that will be unleashed upon them once they actually manage to take seats. Because America is going through a lot of crazy shit. Like, the data centers is just one of those things. Yeah, Greg Reese had a video that I didn't actually thought I'm gonna watch this before the show, because, well, it's like a 6-minute video, and wanted to kind of know what it was about before I play it on air. But there is just something really weird going on with the data centers beyond, oh, control grid. There's more weirdness to it. Because it seems to be built in anticipation of what seems to be like a giant climate shift, or potentially even an actual extreme rising of the ocean, which, I mean, Nobody's buying that. First off, I mean, we've been hyped up the global warming and the climate change for so long. It's not happening. It hasn't been happening. So if it would happen, well, then it would be like a reset level, sudden, catastrophic shift. It would then apparently be very sudden, because nothing leading up to this would suggest that it is gradually changing to become like that at all. So, but apparently, like all these data centers everywhere, and this includes in China, the ones in China, they build them all at a high ground. They build them high, which is very strange. Like, why would they do that? So there seems to be just some really serious anticipation to sudden climate change, which is definitely not going to be man-made. Man can't do anything to cause something so dramatic in the weather, right? And maybe unless you like full-on harp the shit out of the place and like purposely try to distort the energy flow and stability of the weather system like that. But would that even result in like a dramatic permanent change? I don't think so. Unless they're like gonna turn on the harp at full blast and then keep it on permanently. I mean, that would be fucking insane, and definitely something you should like shoot a hypersonic missile at those sites. Definitely, because that's insane to let that keep going. I mean, talk about freaking suicidal. You're gonna do that as a program. Like, it's fucking out of their minds. But I mean, it's not happening right now, and there's no reason to believe that it would just be able to happen like that naturally. Like, I don't believe it will happen that suddenly, completely naturally. I don't think so. But yeah, it is tied into the crazy ass massive data center project. It's so strange. Right? But I mean, at the same time, beachfront properties are still very popular with millionaires and billionaires. Right? Obama still has his beachside property and all that. And all the other stars and all that, they all, and Al Gore, of course, has his giant mansions right at the ocean. So it's weird. There's something truly strange behind the programming of the rollout of this. There is something strange behind it. Something very strange is directing it. And it's even stranger that the whole group, the conspirators, are actually doing it. That's the strangest part, even, because like, why would you do it like that? It's, yeah, right? But I mean, it could literally just be doom cult hysteria. I don't think that the elites are not like that. They don't fall for that shit. The doom cults are just for the commoners, right? So that they don't rise up, they stay all demoralized. No, it isn't. Weirdly enough, a lot of elitists literally are doom cultists. They believe that it's all doomed. They really believe in these programs. They believe more in them as they're implementing it than the general public that's not an insane cultist can just look at it and say that this is insane, this doesn't make any sense, it won't work. The elitists, they really believe it, I think. Because they're just programmed like that. They're programmed to, like, no, the world is going to hell and we have to change everything to try to save things. and create a sustainable future. I think that they genuinely believe this. And they're all so entrained to just like go along with whatever is handed down to them. Like the elitists are way more like that than the general public. General public, well, a lot of them are like, I don't really trust the government. I'm gonna like figure out what this is about. See if it makes any sense. A lot of elitists, they don't actually do that. They're just part of the group and they just follow the program. And they don't even give it a second thought whether they personally feel it's wrong or something, or that the entire premise is incorrect. Like they tend to just go with whatever's handed to them. They have to instantaneously back whatever's handed to them and champion it, even if everybody gets angry at them or think they're crazy, because that's like how they think they're getting ahead. That's how they keep getting green lit by, I guess, mega bankers or whatever. But they're not aware. Elitists tend to have very low consciousness. They have more sharper senses in a very specific way, as in, like, especially kings and all that. I mean, the British nobles, I bet they really have this instinct where they just, like, they know when the public's, like, starting to catch on. That kind of thing. Like, they have a feel for that thing. But as to what is, like, technical reality, or is this a good long-term constructive industrial or business plan, I don't think they have that good a grasp on that as people assume they do. I mean, they all know their little tricks on how to, like, make sure that their wealth is not lost, reinvesting it, moving it around, that sort of thing, sure. But to actually create something new and then make it work and make it a part of the world and provide labor, they probably don't really know all that much about that at all. They used to, but the world's changed so much.
I think like 10. In total. The hilarious thing is that they couldn't find any ballers that wanted to participate in the debate. Like, nobody will do it. Because they know, like, if you're actually, like, going to do a debate, like, you're screwed as a baller. Right? From the sidelines, acting all high and mighty and being able to slip away at any moment's notice, like, yeah, that works out fine, but actually just in a debate against Flat Earth, yeah, nobody's reporting. Nobody's reporting in. 9 by quick. Yeah, sure. Some are speaking. Well, that's just a conference organizer, I think. Helicopter staying stationary overhead. Yeah, there's no Coriolis deviation. But I mean, I'm not even bringing that up during my presentation because it's tedious. And it's such a baller thing to even debate about. It's like, it should be doing this if it's a ball. But like on a flat earth, it's like none of it is even relevant. It's like, yeah, there's no Coriolis deviation. It's stationary, that's it. Right. Why would you expect Coriolis deviation on a hovering helicopter? Oh, here come the numpties. Yeah, because isn't the Earth a spinning ball? Speed relative to the surface? No. Now, if the Earth is a ball spinning underneath, well, guess what? Air doesn't have momentum. It's not gonna spin with the Earth. The Earth is gonna spin underneath the stationary air, and then something's hovering in that stationary air, the Earth is gonna be turning underneath it. That's what would happen on a spinning ball. It's called Coriolis deviation. It's the same claim as to like why you have to account for the Coriolis deviation when you have a supposed sniper setup. Yeah, that's all part of the globe claim. Coriolis only applies to an object moving relative to the surface. No Coriolis effect is an apparent deviation, a non-actual deviation, where the thing underneath it is the thing that's moving, and the thing that's hanging still is hanging still. And if you're then on the moving thing, like a roundabout, then it seems to you, relative to you, like the thing that's hanging still is the thing that's deviating, but it isn't. It's you that's actually moving. Yeah? Coriolis deviation is a perception. So if the Earth is a spinning ball, then things like a balloon or a helicopter hanging stationary in the air, like not rushing through the air somewhere, hanging still, no wind surrounding them because they're not pushing in a direction. Yeah? Well, if the Earth is a spinning ball, it's going to be spinning underneath it. It's going to be moving. Even though the helicopter is hanging still, the balloon is hanging still in relation to the air it is in. Because the air is not going to move with the spinning Earth. Yeah? It's not water. It's gas. It's not susceptible by momentum. It's not going to be carried away and then continue on. Gas only responds to local air pressure differential. It can't build momentum. Oh, Tor, how are you? Someone has planned to live stream my presentation to YouTube? Oh, that's cool. I don't give them permission to do that. So no, they're not. Why not? Because I say so. Am I nervous? A little, but I mean, I need to be a little bit nervous. That's good. That's useful. Yeah? But you're not just gonna leech my work without my permission. You're not gonna stream something on your platform. Yeah? You're not gonna do that. Because it's my work and you don't get permission to live stream it. Got it? Yeah, that's not funny. Don't want your information. I have a daily show. I don't need my information from the presentation to be spread. Yeah, you want the information? It's right here on my show. Yeah? And I'll concern myself with the distribution of my work. I just barely have to do anything. I don't give a shit, Tor. It's not my fucking problem. You don't have permission to record whatever I'm doing. Yeah, you don't have permission to just copy my live streams as well. So, not my problem. You can't stop people from filming. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Absolutely, I can. Yeah, I can tell the organizer I don't give permission to be filmed. Yeah? So leave your mobiles at the door. And if you're caught filming, you will be sent out of the room immediately. Really? You're gonna send me a PayPal just to yell at me? What kind of fucking retard are you? Get the fuck out of here, moron. Yeah, there is a chance of that happening because I'm going to contact the organizer and tell him. Yeah? There's an absolute guarantee it will happen. Yeah? Highly that they will confiscate. Yeah, well, if somebody's gonna be upholding their phone, get out of here. I'm gonna explicitly instruct Frans Heslinga they will not be filmed. Except by somebody that might be specifically recording the conference in a non-live stream setup or on a specific paywall based system that's tied into the website. Yeah? You're not getting it for free. You got it? Nobody is going to pay for a ticket, then go there and then just give it all away for free. Yeah? I'm gonna send him an email about it today. Yeah, you're not going to live stream my presentation on your channel. And that's final. Adverse effect. Oh my god. What adverse effect? All nonsense. Earth is stationary, there's no Coriolis deviation. Air doesn't build momentum. Response to local air pressure differential, it's not gonna move with anything. Yeah, if you go to like carnival attraction type centrifuge, maybe somebody's ever been in that. I have. Spin you around and then you stick to the walls. Yeah, guess what happens? Yeah, the air within it, within that closed system that's spinning, it's not going to be moving with you. You're going to feel that wind continually because you're moving and it isn't, because the air does not build momentum. Stick your hand out forward, it's gonna feel the wind. And it's not gonna end up, oh, now I don't feel the wind anymore because the wind started spinning with it. Yeah, it doesn't happen. Right, and this is exactly the crap why I don't even want to bring up the Coriolis effect. It's super tedious and baltards are just gonna endlessly whine about it just like Akumu virus used to do. I'm not doing it. It's not even necessary. has no, it does not. Retard. Sailing ships would not be a thing. Yeah, because there is local air pressure differential, yeah? Air pressure differential. Wind blows. Because higher pressure, lower pressure. It will move. It will move from the higher pressure to the lower pressure. That creates wind. Yeah? From higher pressure to lower pressure. Has nothing to do with momentum. It's a continual interactive response to pressure differentials within the gas, within the available volume. That's what creates winds, that's what blows in sails, that's what makes sail ships move. Yeah? That's not momentum. That's a direct interactive response to air pressure differential. That's why I say, gases don't build momentum. You don't throw gas and then it keeps going. Yeah. It stops moving as soon as the pressure has equilibrialized. Soon as there's no more pressure differential, it will immediately stop because it responds locally to air pressure differential. That's why air moves. That's why wind blows. Not because it builds momentum. Because it's a gas. It doesn't do that. Yeah, the air is pushing the sails. Yeah, you know why the air is pushing the sails? Because behind it is a higher pressure of gas and in front of it a lower pressure. Not because it has momentum. Yeah, and even if it had momentum, well, guess what? Theoretically it doesn't. It doesn't have momentum, but theoretically, if it had momentum and that would be the cause, well, then it would hit the sails and then lose its momentum. You dumbass. Yeah? It's the continuation of the air pressure differential that keeps air pressing, keeps wind blowing. If it was due to momentum, well, guess what? Momentum can be broken. A sail obstructing the motion of the gas movement is breaking the momentum. It literally makes no fucking sense. You haven't thought about this in the slightest. You don't understand physics. You're a baltard. Will I let the audience ask me questions? If I fucking feel like it, and if there's enough time after the presentation. Yeah, I don't owe anybody answers. I'm there to do a presentation. If you don't like it, too bad. You're gonna ask me questions that I don't feel like answering, I'm not gonna answer them, and I'm gonna feel very good about myself for that. There's nothing you can do about it. Yeah? Leave your ball-tard anti-flat earth questions for your endless whiny online forums. And your Discord rooms. Six to 8 PowerPoint slides. Well, that's cool. I got 2 pages of notes. Yeah, not fully written out. Notes. 2 pages, yeah? 90 minutes is not enough. If I wanted to, treat every single note that I've made, in full, that would literally cost me 3 to 4 hours. So don't you worry about my presentation. I'm taking care of it. I know what I'm doing. It's gonna be just fine. If I have any time to spare, I could simply choose to like, yeah, maybe I'm gonna like go back to this thing and elaborate more on it. And maybe that thing, right? Or maybe I'll let people ask questions and maybe they'll ask like, could you elaborate about this? And then I will. And then I can just on the fly spend 15 minutes talking about that. As I do on my live show, like almost every day. Unless it just annoys me and I refuse to address it. Do all speakers know each other's talking points? No. If not, you all might say the exact same thing. Yeah, it's a good thing that I'm gonna be the second person doing a presentation. Right? But I mean, most of the presenters seem to be tackling a very specific subject and then they're probably gonna go in statistics and details. I'm not doing that. I'm doing a hyper generalized presentation that's the full-blown thing. It's basically an all-round presentation of flat Earth and the globe and my model. It's a ton of material, tons of notes. And yeah, Flat Earth presentations, and I even noticed this in the 2019 conference, yeah, people do actually have same talking points. That's right. That's just too bad. No, Wolfpack, it's... First off, it's none of your fucking business. I got it all arranged, yeah? And if I can't recall a word, I will be guaranteed to not have that issue in English, and then I will literally just Google Translate it on the spot. Already worked this out. I've got all the preparations that I need, all of it. It's just a few more things. I might add a couple of pictures, but I mean, I may just potentially just throw my picture library in there and then just see whatever becomes relevant to show. Because I definitely don't have to show everything, all my sketches, but some of them. And I got a couple of videos available that are key. The Black Swan video, my looping model. I got the dog cam balloon footage, right, for my introduction to the non-local holographic angular manifestations part of the presentation at the end. And I'm all good. Yeah. How about it's none of your fucking business? Yeah. How about you don't have to know every goddamn little detail about how I'm gonna do it? Wolfpack? How about it's none of your goddamn business? None of you. Yeah? I'm not gonna give you the specs of the USB stick that I'm gonna be using. I'm not gonna tell you the route that I'm gonna be taking to the conference. Yeah? I'm not gonna tell you what underpants and socks I'm gonna be wearing. Yeah? Just stop. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna be eating for lunch. Because it's none of your goddamn business. Any reason why you're using fisheye footage? Because that's what it is. It's not relevant whether it's fisheye footage or rectilinear. It was a really good video and it was super high altitude, like one of the best. Yeah? And it has moments where it seems a little bit curvy and it has moments where it's a little bit concave. Like, it's not relevant. It's not about the horizon be a geometry. Why I'm gonna bring up that video. It's about the nature of the celestial light you're looking at. That's why I'm bringing it up. Okay, Tor, get the fuck out of here, asshole. Explain the lights aren't visible due to exposure? No, because that's a bald-tart lie. You have no evidence for that, and it doesn't make any goddamn sense. Yeah? If it's all black, there is no exposure. You just don't see it. Hey, Woodworking Gunny Bear, good to see you. That's just optics. No, it's not just optics. It's we don't know the nature of the celestial lights. As far as I'm concerned, they're non-local holographic angular manifestations, and their true nature is extremely mysterious, and not like the light that we make on Earth. And we can't establish an actual position in Euclidean space with any of them. People are just hyping me. Oh yeah, sure, Zeptepi. Sure. Yes, oh, they're just hyped for me. That's why some asshole here just asked, are you gonna bring a diaper? Yeah, I'm sure they're just hyped for me, Zeptepi. Shut the fuck up, man. We're giving some tips. Yeah, thanks. I'm good. I don't need any tips. Did I ask for tips? Hey, Woodworking Gunny Bear? Seeking Star, have I asked for tips? At any point? No. Because I don't need tips. Don't need verbal tips. You want to tip me? Donate to my PayPal. That's the kind of tip that I need. Yeah? I don't need your advice on how to do a presentation. Yeah? I'm good. I'm gonna do it my way, and you need to stay out of it, because it's none of your fucking business. High altitude footage at night where the stars are visible. Yeah, because it was lit up at night. Indeed. Ooh-ha, I know. I will definitely mention that. Yeah, send the balloon up at night and you will see stars. Send it up in the day and you won't see stars, even when the top half of the sky is completely and utterly black. Yeah? With nothing there to drown it out because it's utterly black. Yeah? And you can have the camera point away from any light source, so there's literally nothing to drown out anything. The stars are just not there. Why would you use a video from the daytime and expect to see stars? Aren't the stars supposed to be suns? At vast distances, shining their light at all time? that you only wouldn't be able to see because the blue daylight is drowning it out. Yeah? Isn't that the reason given why you don't see the stars during daylight? Because the daylight drowns it out? Yeah. Well, when then during the day you go high up, guess what? That blue stops and it becomes black. It becomes black above you with a little blue underneath you. Yeah? Well, in that black, you don't see those stars. Yeah? With nothing to drown them out. They're just not there. Because they're not giant balls of fire insane distances away. Don't you expose this? Alright, yeah, sure. I'm sure you've done that. Right. Basic optics. Yeah, sure. Of course. I'm sure you've done that personally, right? Or you're just regurgitating ball-tard, anti-flat earth nonsense make-up-believe arguments. Nonsense make-believe arguments that nobody that's actually putting that in a chat has ever even witnessed. You're just making it up. No, I haven't done it personally, have you? Yeah, because I need to do it just to prove you're fucking ball-tard, right? I need to prove your ball! Because it's my claim. No, it isn't. Yeah, you just keep yapping with your nonsense. That's cute. I'm just gonna resort to, hey, go up in the daylight, becomes black, and you don't see stars. Yeah? Prove me wrong. Not words, not a bunch of make-believe horse shit stories about it that you haven't actually done. Why don't you just prove it? Why don't you just prove that those stars are really there? Yeah? Because there's no footage of high-altitude balloons lit up during the daylight that shows stars. It doesn't exist. Yeah? Yeah, it's the daytime. Yeah, yet black sky above you. No stars. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, right? Heliocentrism. Oh wait, no, it doesn't at all. Yeah, there's no blue daylight to drown anything out. And besides, doesn't make any goddamn sense anyway, because sometimes when it's still daylight at the ground level, when you still see a little bit of blue sky, you can still see stars. You can see stars right through the blue sky. You never seen Venus in the morning? Right through the blue sky. Yeah, so the entire premise is just ridiculous. The entire claim of blue daylight drowning out stars is ridiculous, because sometimes you do get to see some stars or planets right through the blue daylight, huh? Venus isn't a star. Oh, so it's not a light? It's not a thing that we're seeing at a vast distance that's in the blackness of space? So it doesn't get drowned out. Consistency, yeah? What a bitch. Yeah, seeking star water, but I mean those kinds of theoretics. I'm not even gonna deal that, because it's just poking at ball-tards at that point. And I'm not interested in poking at ball-tards. I'm not interested in hammering ball-tards about how incredibly screwed their model is and how incredibly wrong they are. I don't care. I mostly just want them to leave me the fuck alone and stop whining about your nonsense. That's all. Yeah, oh, you do. Oh, look. Oh, apparent magnitude. Yes. Oh, I can read it in a textbook? Oh, you mean I can read heliocentric mind control programming bullshit excuses in a textbook, can I? Thanks, I know. I know I can read bullshit baltard excuses in a textbook that make no fucking sense and are obviously excuses for gross inconsistencies. Yeah, but I don't give a shit about those, yeah? I know what they are, it's all horse shit, and I don't care. Just like I don't care for any stupid ass terrestrial refraction claims. Because the Earth is actually flat, visibly, and no geometric obstruction black swan. Yeah? I'm not gonna listen to a bunch of rambling about how light bends around a curve either, when there's absolutely no tangible optics-based evidence for that whatsoever. So, I'm not here to entertain your baltard religious nonsense. Does light bend? No. It changes angle when there is a hard border medium transition. Yeah? It doesn't bend. Dumbass. And I'm kicking you the fuck out. Get the fuck out of here, retard. I'm done with your fucking baltardism. Go fuck yourself. I'm gonna get some lunch. What is all that black stuff above the atmosphere anyway? Black stuff? You mean the absence of light? It's not blue stuff. Finally, yeah, seeking. I'm just really glad that these fucking retards are not actually going to be at the conference, and they're definitely not going to be filming anything. Then there's the banning. Yeah, bye. Bye, fuckwit. Go fuck yourself. Isn't it the absence of space? What the fuck's that? The absence of space. What the fuck does that even mean? No more available volume? Or you can't see it? You can't see empty space, Zeptepi. And if there is an end to the available volume, then, well, there's no guarantee that you could actually see it, because we don't know exactly how that available volume ends, where, and like with what. Right? We don't know what it is. We don't know what the barrier that's going to be there at some point. We don't know how it is there, what it is like what it actually is. Is it like some kind of super light absorbent material? Or is it like a mirror? I kind of doubt it. Like, we don't know what it is. It might be non-space. But the point is, there has to be a limited available volume, otherwise we wouldn't have a gas pressure gradient that's relatively stable. Something you heard me say. Yeah, the non-space thing. The non-space thing is a theory. And you don't see non-space, obviously. because there's literally nothing there. There's no material there that's gonna reflect anything, right? Light, visuals, is light reflecting and then reaching your eye. That's how you see it, yeah? Non-space doesn't have anything to reflect light. The only thing that could reflect in relation to non-space would be a layer, the final layer of air or whatever that's going to be right against the border to the non-space, and then that might like form like a mirror like filament perhaps, but we don't know. The non-space itself is not going to be visible because there's literally nothing that can reflect light in it, because there is nothing in it. Always feels so damn good every time I ban a bunch of ball-tart fuckwits. They're never-ending whining and bitching. It feels so good. Just having this room and knowing like I deserve this room. I deserve the peace and quiet that I get when I ban these fucking retards. It's like the best thing ever. It's exquisite. Ball-tart banning heaven. Don't you agree, Seeking Starwater? Isn't it just like, it's like fresh air? Ah. Just made the title. Sure, it's a big relief when you ban them. Yeah, it's like getting a rat out of your house. Just something that's just never ending whining and bitching, never listening, no susceptibility to reason in any form, never ending scattergunning, never stopping the whining. Yeah, it's great. It's absolutely delightful. Yeah, they can just go and drown in their own fucking lies and ego shit on their own stupid little forums. What's my opinion on Robot Polisher? What? What are you talking about? You mean like the X account that posts stuff? I don't know. Should I have an opinion about it?
Is there any relevance to me? Right, by the way, if you're liking the show, don't forget to Rogan's it up and share it. And realize that I'm doing this, I'm having this title, and there's literally 3 full-blown ballers in my chat that I'm not banning. You know why? Because they get it. They're not people that aren't fully out of control of themselves. They just know you don't do that shit. You don't just get carried away and start scattergunning and whining and bitching in your desperate attempt to convince yourself that your religious idiocy is correct. Yeah? They just know you don't do that, and then when you don't, you can still stick around. And you can even still believe it's a ball. Yeah? So I don't ban all baltards. I just ban those that don't have any kind of control over themselves. Yeah? Because those people shouldn't be bothering flat earthers. It just hurts them more. They can't handle it. They can't handle the fucking flat earth. And so they shouldn't be here at all. Should like try to do something more constructive with their lives. Who are the 4? I don't know. Everybody that isn't banned yet. But some of you I don't even know. I'm not entirely sure. It's like you're just people that hang around and I can't particularly tell whether you're flat earthers or not. You know it's pointless? Yeah, because there's nowhere you can go. It's just scattergunning and that's it. You're not gonna accomplish anything with your machinations. You never will. And the answers have all been found. It's just we don't want to waste tons of energy and time countering your fucking scattergunning horse shit. So it's good that you don't do that. It's a very bad habit. It's just very irritating to people. There's no amount of evidence. You don't even know what evidence is, Derpy. And yeah, we have made our minds up about the nature of reality and about how you actually have arguments and about academics, about what it makes an actual valid argument and what doesn't. Yeah, with you in Baltardia, you can just make out of it whatever the fuck you want to suit your ball religion. Yeah? That's a fact. Presupposition is a standard foundation for ball religion. Standard foundation. And there's no way to circumvent that, to bypass it, to avoid that fact. Yeah, except la 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 la, we don't want to know about it, or it doesn't matter. Oh, what's the meaning of the word meaning? What's the meaning of the word the? Yeah, that's what you do then. That's all you got. It's just total malarkey, total philosophical defoundationing. Yeah? And I'm not entertaining that baltard process. I'm not accommodating your religious frustrations. Oh look, there's somebody else that needs to get the fuck out of here. Bye!
smell of banned ball-tards in the morning. All the ex-flat earthers. Yes, oh my god. Because that matters, right? A person just saying, I'm not a flat earther anymore. Could it have something to do that they don't want to deal with fucking ball-tards? Right? Could it be that maybe they don't want to deal with the psychological nightmare of religious, fanatical, deranged, obsessed people all the time that never ever stop fucking whining, never ever stop wasting their own time to specifically get in your face just to try to demoralize you and scattergun you with endless math horse shit fabrications and machinations? Could it have something to do with that? That maybe they just don't want to deal with the crap anymore that is being a flat earther? Could it? Could it have something to do with that? Could it have something to do that maybe being a ball-tard online, making ball-tard propaganda is incentivized and promoted in the algorithms? You get a little bit more success instead of endless fucking psychological nightmares that never leave you alone? Could it have something to do with that, maybe? Ah. I could leave the internet to do that. Yeah. But I have things to share and I have people to talk to. I'm doing it for my fellow flat earthers that just want a place to hang around, where they can just be flat earthers and just breathe some non-stink air. Right? Because that's why we did it. We became flat earthers to escape from the psychological derangement of the world programming. That literally, by the way, that same root of religion, which is Satan, provable Satan, yeah, through the Catholic Church, all by design, yeah, from those same roots, like, they exterminate humans, yeah? Ball-tards don't even realize that. That they're part of a religion that at the core foundation despises humans, degrades humans, dehumanizes humans, and has a goal to exterminate humans. Yeah? And we don't want to be a part of that. We wanted to escape that, and Flat Earth was an open window to actually escape satanic mind control, which is what the globe religion is a part of. Now, it's not the whole thing, it's just one link in the chain. Very important link, a foundational link. It's a cross section in the hourglass. It's very key. It's where you detach from God and truth and reality, and you learn how to reinforce the lies to keep your own belief in place. Yeah? And we don't want to be part of that world with those deranged people. And we want to just be able to say what we see and what we know, and we want to learn more. Free from machinations, free from peer pressure, free from patronizing, scattergunning horse shit. And naas. And so I want to provide. I'm not interested in machinations from ball-tards. I'm not interested in endless repetition of the same horse shit for a fucking decade non-stop on a daily basis. Not interested. I've dealt with all of this fucking crap 1,000 times, if not more. and I'm not interested in it anymore. Just stay the fuck away with your religious nonsense. We don't care how you see it. We don't care how you see how we see you. We don't care how you flip around everything in your minds and how we are what you're actually doing in your minds and how you're the one that are right. We don't care. Go away. Go fuck yourselves. Believe whatever the fuck you want. Go to hell and fuck off. Okay, boy wouldn't bring it that far, but I mean, it is what it is. And there are certainly mixed up in all of it. Zep is a resident? No, I think Zep is in the Netherlands. But I mean, who cares? I'm gonna make some lunch because I'm really hungry. I'm gonna put the video on the looping realm, and then I'm gonna make some coffee and some fried eggs, and I'm really gonna enjoy that because I'm very hungry. So see you in 5 to 10 minutes. Keep it flat. And I'm back. Hope you all enjoyed that. Yeah, it's not a strip. No, it's looping. And that was amazing indeed. Because the realm is amazing. Oh, Stephen Jarvis. Glad to see you here today. Where's everybody else? Why am I getting spammed with ball tarts? Uh-oh. Eating too fast. But I mean, it's so good. It's hard not to just engorge it immediately. What was my inspiration for the looping earth? This very animation that I just showed you. And the whole, well, everything beyond that, it was that just the disk map is not correct. The scaling issues. On top of that, some flight time issues as well. Because like the whole ball versus disc back and forth about flight times, like that's never stopped. They're still bickering about it out there. Because it just doesn't make any damn sense on the disc. It just doesn't. Right? Just because airplanes fly past the coast for insurance purposes, and that happens to line up kind of on a disc, it literally doesn't mean anything. And I'm just sick of this flat earth false dichotomy. I hate false dichotomies. Like, really badly. So I just realized very early on, like, this shit's never gonna end. It's not a disc. Done. Yeah, rectangular projection is the only one that does not have scale inconsistencies. It's over. It is the most accurate representation of the terrain. The conclusions are inevitable. The solar system? What the hell is a solar system? You mean the lights in the sky? They're not doing anything. They're just visible at angles. And that's all they do. They don't have actual positions. They don't have actual sizes. They don't loop, because looping is only a spatial effect. If you don't have a location, then looping doesn't apply to you. I think most flat earthers just gave up trying to figure out what it is. Yeah! And I did not. But you're right. They did give it up. They gave it up and they're just bickering about their model, and they're like, oh, ether, oh, we need this thing that has to be there as the cause of everything, yet you can't actually pinpoint it, you can't prove it exists, and so it made it all about that crap.
dwelled on some other machination, on some other aberration. Yeah, I'm not wasting my time with that crap. I actually want to figure out what's going on. It would be great for me if somebody at the conference had similar ideas. No, they won't. Dude, I've never met a single person in my life in 10 years that's onto this. I've met a couple of people that were actually capable of understanding the looping model, yeah? To just understand it. And that's it. That's the farthest I've come with people. Some people understand what the hell I'm talking about. That's it. Like, who the hell is gonna like, oh, this is definitely it, when they can barely get themselves to understand what the fuck is even going on? Yeah, I don't expect anybody to believe in this model, to side with me, or to actually use it as a vantage point. Of course they're not. They're all fucking cowards and they're all fucking retarded. I don't care. I don't care if I'm the only person in this godforsaken world that believes in it. I don't care. Yeah, I've already given up on that. I had hoped that there would be more in 2016 and 17. And then I realized that it's like the only one. I mean, even Free Energy himself is probably not just gonna outright stand behind it. He made all these amazing animations and everything, and he's got his ideas and model. But like, you don't even hear him saying the word looping. Yeah? He's probably afraid of what he's figured out. Yeah. Ladder backup? Yeah, mostly. Retarded or cowardice? Don't you just love fucking ball-tarts always like, oh, so the whole world is crazy, right, flat earther? Oh, they love that. Oh, they love to drown in the sea of fucking moronic retardation of humanity. And then think that if an individual is disagreed upon by everybody else, that means that they're wrong. They always do this crap. They just love the consensus, your precious little retard consensus, don't you? You just have to say it. It makes you feel so smart. You're so in control for saying that. Oh, yes. Pathetic. Yeah? Your fucking retard peer pressure doesn't work on me, dipshit. You can stop pretending to be some kind of therapist now, yeah, dipshit? You're a fucking ball-tard, and that's all you'll ever be.
Mm. Mm. Great. You really think you can get away with a question like that, dipshit? Bye. I don't care how offended you are. I don't care how much it hurts when I point out how pathetic and retarded you are. I don't care how much it hurts. You got it? It's supposed to hurt. Yet you hang around here and you subject yourself to it, and then you attack me with your pathetic attempts at psychological assault, yeah? Go fuck yourselves. You're not supposed to be here, retard. Who's that aimed at? At a person I just banned. A person I just banned, Stephen Jarvis. What, you got like 2-minute delay or something? Yeah, everybody just want, like, I do this and you just can't help it. You just gotta somehow make me stop, right? You just gotta make me stop. Like, I'm going too far. This is just unheard of. You can't do this, Arwen. You can't. Yeah, I fucking can, you fucking piece of shit. I can fucking do it. And there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah. Go fuck yourself. You can't handle it, then get the fuck out of here and stop watching me, retard. Fuck yourself. And stop trying to assault me. Yeah? You don't have to be here. You don't have to watch my show. It's all on you. All of you. If you can't handle your own impulses and you have to be here just so you could be outraged over, oh, you're going too far. That's your psycho, yeah? You're fucking psycho. You shouldn't fucking be here. Psycho. You have a feeling you're gonna be cranky now? I bet you are. If you feel like I'm addressing you with this, yeah, then you are gonna be cranky. Yeah, but I have to deal with these fucking psychos. 'Cause I have to. I got to punish them. I gotta make it hurt. I gotta make it hurt for real. Because these people have no business here. They shouldn't be here. They should have never been here. Ever. You're gonna have to upgrade your Windows XP. What? You're still running Windows XP? Holy shit. I always get a little bit extra energetic when I just had lunch, don't I? That's all good. And today is just a ball tart banning kind of day. You have no arguments, you have no control over yourself. Can't even keep straight what's real. Right? Just got that burning voice inside of you, like, oh, we gotta make him stop somehow. We gotta get to him. We gotta make it stop. Like, no, you gotta stop. You have got to get the fuck out of here and stop watching my show. Get on with your life, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, you have no business here. This is not your fucking business to correct me. You got it, retard? I'm just a guy on YouTube, a flat earther that has ideas. I'm not going to stop having these ideas. I'm not gonna give it up. And I'm not gonna give in to lies. And you need to go do something else with your life, if that's what you really want secretly. Yeah? And if you're just here and you want to honestly be around and just discuss some flat earth stuff and like want to know things, well, ask, right? Ask questions. Ball tarts are not asking questions. They're just telling you how you're wrong all the time. Or they want to ask you things that might be humiliating in some kind of way. They just want to stop it, to make it stop. Yeah, if that's what you're here for, get the fuck out of here. But if you genuinely want to know certain things, or you want to understand, I don't know, my model better, or flat earth in general, or maybe even the psychology of the ball religion, then just ask. Yeah, I'm here to answer questions. But I'm not here to accommodate your restlessness over the confrontation with that your globe belief is a lie. Oh. See, there you go again. Another fucking retard. Oh, my lack of evidence. Oh, I lack evidence so much. Oh my god, I'm so lacking in evidence. Yeah, Earth is flat. It's flat. Here's your evidence. Yeah, here's my lack of evidence. Dipshit. Bendy cranes, bendy crane. Yeah, oh really? It's bendy, is it? Oh, yeah, well, it's still visible though. Huh? Still visible. Another fucking moron that just the word integrate. Refraction is the thing. Oh, another fucking Baltard. Baltard alert. Refraction. Oh, you mean your fucking retard terrestrial refraction? That doesn't exist, doesn't abide by optics, has never been proven. It's a mathematical construct that presupposes the radius of Earth within the mathematical formula? That refraction? The refraction that doesn't exist? That's your excuse, you know it's a globe because it looks so flat? Yeah, no, that refraction is a fiction. Yeah? Refraction requires a hard border medium alteration with a different refraction index, and then it changes the angle of the path of the light. Yeah, that's not happening there. Yeah, actual refraction, the refraction from optics within the air, is officially insignificant, negligible. Yeah, there is no refraction that's gonna make something visible from behind a curve. Yeah, Earth is flat, black swan, dipshit, and now you're out. Go fuck yourself, retard. Where's the tender on the second rig? Who cares? None of it should be visible. You're at 1 foot observation height over the water. 1 foot. You shouldn't be seeing anything. The globe curve should be blocking all of it. Right? 1 foot. 1 foot over the surface. 1 foot. Yeah? Earth is not curved. Yeah, you're not supposed to see like 10 miles from 1 foot observation height. Yeah, if the horizon is geometric. Yeah, dumbass. I know you can't handle the truth, but I'm gonna shove it in your face anyway, dipshit. Your fucking bendy cranes, retard. Earth is flat. It's really, really flat. And all your stinking, lying machinations, not based in physical reality or physics in general, are not going to make a difference. They're only going to make a difference in your desperate, sick little minds. Yeah? Where it has to be a ball. Yeah? In your sick fucking mystery religion, in which you hide from yourself that you believe in a lie, a provable, measurable, repeatable lie that rests on indoctrination, machinations, and fucking peer pressure and continual programming from a very young age on. Yeah, a continuation of the lie so that nobody knows anything but your stinking globe lie. Yeah, and it's not gonna work, bitch. Earth is flat. Black swan. It's flat, and there's nothing you can do about it. The globe is bigger. Oh, yeah. See, you can't help it. Even Stephen Jarvis here, supposed supporter, he just can't help himself. Pathetic. It's pathetic, dude. The globe can't be bigger. It can't. You don't even have the faculties to understand this about your own model. Yeah? Because you're a baltard and you can't help yourself. Yeah? It's called desperation. What? But I mean, if it doesn't fit, we just twist and bend reality a little here and there. It's just a bigger globe, right? Oh yeah, it makes sense. No, it doesn't fucking make sense. Yeah? It can't fit. It can't be a bigger globe Because then, yeah, the wrapping around of your supposed galaxy, it doesn't fit anymore, idiot. It can't be a bigger globe. If it's a bigger globe, then outer space universe all becomes a hologram. It doesn't make any more sense then. Yeah? You can't just make the globe bigger and then force the celestial angles to just like, oh, just move a little bit, just spread around a bit more, right? No, they're not gonna do that, because the amount of angle change of the celestials over the location per distance remains consistent. It can't be a bigger globe, because then the angles to the stars don't line up anymore on your bigger globe. Yeah? You don't even understand that about it. It's stupid. Oh, Witsit. Who gives a shit what Witsit does, dude? Witsit's just talking about his ether nonsense and his geocentric arguments. Like, I don't give a shit. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Yeah, you want to hang on to that? Then you go hang on to that. Everything I said is absolutely correct and irrefutable. Oh, yep. That's right, Praise Lamb. It's flat. Yeah, and I'm not pandering to baltards. Hey, Seeking, good to see you're still there. Yeah. Yes, exactly. I mean, I'm not even gonna dignify your idiotic thought experiment there. Yeah, your globe's not flexible, dude. And supposed distances to the sun or anything, yeah, they've been shoved around. But you know why? Because it's just an arbitrary determined distance anyway. There is no distance to the sun. It's not established. Yeah, the only thing you got is angular data. You know what angle the celestial lights have to your position, and that's it. There is no established actual distance. There's no actual size. But you could just play a math game and just say like, no, you know what? I think the sun isn't like 93 million miles away. I think it's 930 million miles away. Oh yeah, and it turns out it's 4,000 times bigger than the moon. Yeah? Yeah. They could just do that. You just say that. It's like, oh, but then it's just bigger orbit, right? Yeah, well then everything is like a 10 times bigger orbit. It doesn't really matter anyway. You just scale it up just like... Yeah, because you could just do that. You could just scale the shit out of the place as they did, right? Suppose the distance to the sun over the ages, over the centuries, it just kept stretching up because they can do that. Because mathematically, it just works. It's just a framework that you can just scale it up. It doesn't really matter. Everything becomes a greater distance and equally bigger size, and it just doesn't matter because there is no actual distance to any of it. And there's no actual size of any of it either. The only actual measured information, data, about the celestial lights are the composition of the light output, the visual of the hologram of it, and the angle in relation to the position on the Earth. And that's it. That's the only information you have. You don't have an actual distance measurement confirmation. You don't have an actual size confirmation. It's just not there. So you can just shove it around like a scaling bar in a 3D program It doesn't really matter. It's all arbitrary. Witsit is now a glow. Alright. I don't believe you. Sounds like you're just inputting complete horse shit there. But maybe he did. Maybe he's just selling out, man. I don't give a fuck. Right, I mean, it's certainly gonna make him more popular. I bet he's gonna get more invites now in media. It's like, oh, so you were a flat earther, but you finally figured out it wasn't flat. Oh yes, here, let me multiply your viewers by 10 or 100. Oh, I got a great deal for you. Oh, you want to be an ex-flat earther speaker? Man, I could get you a deal for like $300,000 a year. Yeah, there's always money. There's always money in that, right? In being an ex-flat earther, so many people do that. They love it, just like build up that flat earth and then just like, oh, I'm not a flat earther anymore. Oh, give me money, give me fame, quickly. I'm saving your globe belief. See, I was a flat earther, but it turns out it wasn't flat. Now pay me money. Pay me money so you could like feel desperately in control again. Yeah, that's called being a sellout and a scumbag. Earth is flat. Do you think Jaren will leave? I don't know. I don't care. Probably. I mean, they could all leave. David Weiss could leave. All of them. They just all stop doing it. It's like, oh, no. We don't say flat earth anymore. We don't do that. I'm sure they will just give up on it. You know? I mean, it's real great for the algorithm, right? You'll get a lot more viewers all of a sudden. You'll get a lot more money opportunity. I mean, everybody wants to be associated with an ex-flat earther, right? Because then you could just brag, like, see, flat earth is wrong after all. They all gave up on it. They all stopped saying the earth is flat, and now they're doing great. They're so you can get out of being a flat earther. You don't have to worry. Yeah? Don't worry anymore. Oh, it's okay. We understand you believed the earth was flat. It's okay. You don't have to say it anymore. You could just say it's a globe again and we'll all be like, oh, you're so welcome. We love you now. Oh, we'll give you all these deals and the algorithm's gonna like put you back on the map. All you have to do is just say the earth is not flat. That's all you have to do. Right? What could you lose? Except your soul. Hey, Duperpoons and Steamy Traveler, good to see you guys. They can all leave, but they don't change the truth. Yeah, I know. Earth is flat. They just stop talking about it. Just stop saying the Earth is flat. Just stop saying it. Because then all these baltards, they just have to come and watch you and just, oh, we gotta make him stop saying the earth is flat. Is Bill Nye the Science Guy? What? What are you talking about? Oh, Bill Nye the Science Guy. Hey, good to see you again, man. I haven't seen you in ages. How you doing? Check out the Black Swan clip. Da-da-da. The author of the video. Oh, yes. Of course. Yeah, but you know, Derpy, why it just happens 1 out of 100? Because there's a limitation to view, and sometimes the air is not clear enough, and then you just don't get to see it. Yeah? You don't get to see it. It's not visible. It's blurred up. And then you don't get to see it as clearly. Yeah, it's not because the bulge is in the way. Yeah, that's right. That's why everything looks so clear, because it is. And that's why you can see. There's no bulge in the way. Yeah, clarity of the air doesn't negate geometric obstruction. It just makes it more clear-cut and visible. Everything is blurry in that video. Yeah, except you can still see it at all those miles away at 1 foot observation height. So blurry. From there only, oh see, you just gotta see more. Just need to see more. We need to see more. We want to see it all the time. We don't want to ever. Why can't we just see black swans all day long, non-stop? Why does the air ever blur up? Why can't we just see black swans at all times with our naked eyes? Because it's not good enough. Because if the air is not clear and there's like mist and all that, well then we could believe it's a glow again, and then oh, I'm not certain whether that black swan observation proves that the geometry is not obstructing the sight. Because we could just imagine it's like, oh, it's kind of wavy, and oh, it must be a mirage you're seeing from behind the curve, because that's how that works in optics, right? Yeah, you could just see a reflection of something from behind the mountain. That helps, that works, right? Oh no, it never happens. that doesn't happen. Something is behind a hill or a mountain. No weather conditions, any sort of weather conditions, ever makes you see what's behind the mountain or the hill. Because it's a geometric obstruction. Huh? Have I ever watched all of that video? Yeah. I have all of that video. This is a cutout of that video that I made. You just can't fathom why it would look blurry. I mean, it should just be a perfectly crystal clear, and then no refraction happening, no slight distortions in the spot, like slight blurry distortions, right? Like just be, yeah, sorry, I'm not getting this right. I mean, just watch Sky Free. You can have blurry, weird distortions even at a very close distance, right? It's demonstrated. Sky Free, just watch the channel. All of their videos demonstrate this sort of thing. You can see blurry stuff at the horizon, very, very close by, like 100 feet. It'll still be kind of weird and blurry. Yeah, it is not obstructed by curvature though. How do you say non-local holographic angular manifestation in Dutch? Okay, well, non-lokaal holografisch hoeksmanifestatie. So, yeah. Non-lokale holografische hoeksmanifestatie. It's not that different. And my conclusion on where it shows it different under different conditions? Yeah, well, you only have to see it once. You only have to see once how there is no geometry blocking it at all times, because there cannot be exception to geometric obstruction. Something is geometrically obstructed from view. It doesn't matter what the hell the conditions are, you're not gonna see it. It's geometrically obstructed. Conditions have no relevance to geometric obstruction. You just won't see it. It's behind a physical obstruction. Yeah, you only have to see it once. That's the whole Karl Popper analogy of the black swan. You just have to see one exception. You just have to see how something, under any condition, even if it's rare, is not geometrically obstructing the sight at the vast distance, and then it's done. It's not that geometry. There can be no exceptions to geometric obstruction in the air, yeah? In the single homogeneous layer of air. Like, the air is not radically hard-bordered mediums that will change the angle of incident. It's one air, one medium. If something is not visually geometrically obstructed, then there's no geometric obstruction there. Even though in weird misty conditions, you might not see that thing, because your sight just won't reach that far. It will be blurred up. Right? You just have to see it once at a clear day, and then you know it's not that geometry. The geometry of the Earth's surface isn't blocking that sight. It's over. Black swan. The Earth is flat. You can throw out whatever the fuck you want. I mean, you're just puking all over the chat. I mean, it doesn't change anything.
No, Derpy, that's not how you translate it. It's not a hoekige manifestatie. It's een hoeks manifestatie. Angular manifestation. Yeah, the manifestation is angular. The manifestatie is hoeks. It's an angular manifestation, een hoeks manifestatie. It's not hoekig. Hoekig means it has corners. It has hard corners. That has nothing to do with it. You're not translating it correctly. It's how AI... Yeah, well, AI doesn't understand the nature of the words. Because it's not a familiar sentence for it. There's no widely understood meaning of that combination of words. It's not registered. It's not admitted in the officially used language. So it's gonna just improvise word by word, pulling it out of context. No, but I saw it one time where the rig wasn't visible. Yeah, that's very cute. That doesn't matter. You just have to see it not blocked by geometry of Earth curve, and then you know it's not that geometry because the geometry of Earth doesn't change. Yeah? It's not the wobbly Earth where it's just one day it's curved and the other day it's flat. Yeah, that's not how that works. Yeah? Earth's shape doesn't change day by day. Visibility changes day by day. Sometimes you can't see that far, other times you can. And then when you can see that far because of conditions, and then you see something at a vast distance at an incredibly low observation height, then you know that the geometry of the Earth's surface is not blocking that sight at that incredibly low observation height. You know it's flat. Unless you don't want to know, you just keep making up excuses and rambling because it makes you very, very uncomfortable to realize that you believe in a lie all this time. That you spent all that time, all that energy, all for nothing. Just to defend your religion. That's bunk. Yeah, atmospheric conditions change, that's right. Yeah, sometimes you can see far, other times you can't. What atmospheric conditions don't change is whether you can see something because it's geometrically obstructed. Yeah, doesn't matter how clear a day is, if something in relation to the observer is behind a hill, doesn't matter how clear it will be, you will not be able to see what's behind the hill from that viewpoint. Nothing is going to change that. It's just confusing people? No, it doesn't. You could call it physical obstruction, but I mean that's if it's a geometric obstruction because the surface is claimed to be geometric
and could be equated with a hill being physically in the way, it's all the same. But I use the word geometric because that is the issue in question, right? Is the horizon geometric? Well, if the horizon would be geometric, then under no conditions, clear or blurred up, would you ever be able to see what is behind it, because it's being physically, geometrically obstructed. Geometric sounds smarter? No, not necessarily. It's just relevant because the geometry of the Earth's surface is in question. It's the issue that is being resolved with the black swan observation. So the geometry is the thing in question. And that's why I say geometric obstruction, because that is the thing in question. That is the claim. There's a geometric obstruction because of the sphericity of Earth. Yeah? That's the claim. That's the globe claim. And that it would be physical, yeah, I mean, you could say that, but it being physical is not really the main issue in question, right? Earth is physical, so that actually makes it more confusing. And I'm sorry, Duper Poons, if that confuses you. I mean, I don't know why. It's what it is. Earth is flat. Right, so if you're liking the show, please don't forget to Rogan's it up. 29 watching still. Super toned calorie. What do I think Jim Bob is gonna do? I don't know, Silver-Tongued Cavalier. I don't know what the hell Jim Bob is doing. I think he's more concerned with hating on Owen Benjamin and like his whole religious pursuits, Orthodox Christianity and all that. I don't think that Jim Bob's particularly interested in Flat Earth anymore. He dabbled in it for a bit before the fallout with Owen, but I mean, I don't know, he might still be flat earther. On the other hand, he might just have like completely dropped that, since a lot of Owen Benjamin haters, which seems to be his primary audience now, they hate flat earth, so you might just stop talking about it. I don't know, I don't really follow him at all. I'm not particularly interested anymore. Antiquator, antiquire? Suffice concept? What does that mean? Antiquator. The antiquator is in opposition to the equator. In a rectangular looping system, it is a relevant concept. It is the counter line to the equator. Right? It's where the polar and where the polar lines are. They're lines, they're not points, because it's looping.
So here's the anti-equator, right? You have the equator, the middle line, and you have north and south, and those are the anti-equator lines. That's where the sun is at the minimum. And also where the Southern Cross is right above you on one side, and where the Polaris is right above you on the other side. That's the anti-equator. Where the central points of the apparent celestial sphere is right above you when you're standing parallel to the axis of it. Those are the anti-equators. Right, you got the equator here. Here you got the anti-equator. Do I still have a Twitter? Yes. I post every day. Well, it's just I post a link to my live show there. And when I don't do a show, I also post there that I don't do a show. So it's just like a billboard, basically. I use Twitter like a billboard. I don't have any unique activity on it. Are there any historical sales that are what? No. What? There are some really ancient depictions though that made me think that maybe somebody in the far past did actually realize that the Earth might be looping. And this one, I'll share that with you. This particular depiction. Right? It makes it look like the realm is like a treasure chest. I mean, that is kind of uncanny. Like, this very much reminds me of this. Do you see the resemblance? Owen seems sad and depressed. What are you talking about, Margarita? Owen's been crushing it. But I mean, he did just have like a Bertaria festival thing behind him, so he's just having post-peak fatigue a little bit. But I mean, not depressed. I don't know where you're getting that from. Like yesterday's show, he was like crushing it. Totally crushing it. It was great. Oh, that's still showing. Sorry. Makes more sense than a dome because God can actually sit there and watch the Earth. It does look more like a footstool. That is like interesting. That's an interesting observation. I mean, I'm pretty sure that God could sit on the peak of a dome too, but the treasure chest type thing, the way that looked, that's more reminiscent of like a footstool, which the Earth is described as in the Bible. That
free energy was inspired by my content and then mold as no. No, he was first. So unless he plucked it out of the future through like a Dark World vision or anything on the other side, but I mean, then it would be a vicious circle. It would be a self-creating loop, pun intended. Now I saw it, and that's when I realized, yes, this is how space isn't linear. This solves the scaling issue. But that animation was just there in 2016 before I came out with rectangular looping. He was first. He got me like, this is it. This is what I need to champion. This is the thing. Like what I came with completely on my own volition without any example from anybody was the insight about the sun is holographic. That's what I figured out before I even bumped into this animation. Owen has honestly given away so much knowledge and most people don't see what he's really saying. Yeah, but it was never meant for everybody to be understood, Silver-Tongued Cavalier. Like, that was never gonna happen anyway. Like, the more complicated, more valuable esoteric insights can only be understood by those that are ready for that, that are capable for it. Like, the majority is just gonna look at it, not understand it, or realize things about it, then it hurts, and then their ego makes up excuses why it can't be true. Yeah, that's how that works. I know all about that. Right? And then even afterward, if it turns out that you were right and there's tangible proof for it, they'll still just say, no, he can't be right. It's the same mechanism as the globe religion. Now, globe religion is like a hostage situation. It's an idea that keeps you hostage, and you can't let it go. You will make up shit. You will make up excuses. You will blind your own sensibilities to reinforce that idea as a stable foundation. And that's with the globe. Very, very powerfully so. But it's not the only thing. There's many things. Esoteric things. Things about like realizing how the ego functions. That tons of people, including some flat earthers, just will not be able to accept. Yeah? Because deep down, deep down, people can't handle the truth. And they will allow the devil to numb and blind their own sensibilities just to be able to not feel the pain of the realization that things aren't the way that they feel comfortable with. And that's an unfortunate natural fact. And the only way people can ascend out of that is if they face the challenge, feel the pain, allow the isolation to happen, because when you take it and you grab it and you actually start digging into it and you start figuring it out, well, then you leave everybody that doesn't do that and doesn't want to do that behind you. And they will be now against you. And a lot of people don't want that. They're afraid to allow themselves to be isolated. They will accept the willing ignorance of the masses to feel safe. It's the frogs in the pan, yeah? They will not allow somebody to climb out of it, even if that means they all die. I learned the looping concept from... No. I took notice of the looping concept from him. I've never talked to the guy. I've never even seen the guy. I don't know what his voice is like. He doesn't go on camera with his voice.
in any of his videos. He just shows the animations, and when I saw it, I realized this is it. This is the closest I'll be able to get to a more accurate visual representation of reality. I just knew it. The moment I saw it, like, I was genuinely like shocked. When I bumped into that, I wasn't able to sleep all night. I would just be like, what? And I realized, like, it's too complicated. It's too complicated for people to be able to grasp on it, hold on to it. And then I knew, like, okay, well, that's not gonna deter me, because I want to know more. I want to figure it out further. I want to refine the concept further. And I have. Right? I've ventured beyond a set model like that and realized and like elaborated on the possibilities of how the realm could be looping. And entertained the idea that there might be more land to the north and south, which is not included in that animation. Free energy basically assumed that the realm that we know is all there is. It's just that tunnel, just the looping tunnel, right? Well, I've entertained that it might not be, it might just be a segment. It's just one segment that's looping east to west, with potentially more segments north and south of it, right? As the anti-crater picture shows. But here's the thing, I don't know with certainty, but a looping system would certainly make that it would be able to be like that. It could be like that. Yeah. In a disk, there's not more land north. It's not there. Right, I hope everybody's enjoying the show. Been going for almost 3 hours. I have to say I've been having a great time. It's nice and expressive, and I'm like, my words are rolling out well. I've gone through a lot of detail. So I'm very happy with today's show. Hope you guys are appreciating it as well. If you are, don't forget to Rogan's it up, and yeah, by all means consider donating to my PayPal. But realize, if you're gonna like send a mocking message in that PayPal, I will just ban you, yeah? That will happen. I think the trolls might finally be letting off because Dell went live, and so they're all over there where they don't get banned and they can just talk their horse shit all day long. Probably whining and complaining about me as well, right? Because they're gonna be able to complain about Arwen. It's so important to them. They just can't let it go. Where's this guy? And he's just like, he's just so confident. It's so painful. And like, how can that guy just be so confident
Even when he realizes that he's the only one that believes in what he believes and everybody else doesn't, and still he holds on, and we can't handle this. We're gonna complain about it. Alright, so yeah, but I mean, I'm fine. Just go over to Dell's and just blabber your whiny, complainy bullshit over there. Great. I don't need that in my chat. It's kind of tiresome, like just having to keep banning Baltard sock accounts. Right, so yeah, I'm gonna take another 2-minute break. Be right back. And I'm back. Wow, that was exactly 2 minutes. Right, so he's drilling in the wall downstairs. Right. So if there's any more questions, otherwise I'm probably gonna round out the show since it's been going for 3 hours. Why is cold gas more dense than warm gas? Because warm gas has a tendency to expand more. So it's pushing against, gas is always like pushing against itself, and then eventually that keeps on moving up
until there's pressing against the physical surface. And if it's warm, it will press more, which will cause it to expand more. While cold gas, well, it presses less, so it will eventually like settle more. When you cool down gas, it'll just like contract a bit and thereby become more dense. Why is the cold air at higher altitude less dense then? Well, because it cools down and then it's still gonna be moving around. Right? Warm gas at the ground level pushes up and in all directions. And the cold gas above, well, it contracts and tends to the density is going to be higher when it shrinks, and so it's gonna then try to go down. But I mean, that's the gas pressure dynamics of the entire realm is really complicated. The inhomogeneous air system, it's a very complicated thing, and it's always in motion. Everything is always in motion. Like how the gas distributes itself, redistributes. Do you think the Earth loops vertically also? Well, I think it's very unlikely, Duper, but I can't exclude it from being possible. At this stage, it might. I mean, the basic reasoning behind it, if it's looping east to west, then it might be looping north to south. And if that is also the case, then what's it preventing from looping up to down? Like the entire realm continuum might be looping at all sides. Who knows? I can't exclude it. But I don't really see it as likely. Hey, Tactical Soap Friend. Good to see you. Now I want to watch movies just to see if they reference looping Earth. Well, Duper, there's no real overt reference to looping Earth, but there is references to looping space. Like the Trainman station in The Matrix, the second one. Or Star Trek Episode 2, Season 2. It's also 2, by the way. Matrix 2, Star Trek Episode 2, Season 2. I don't know, somehow looping seems to pop up with accompanied by the number 2 for some reason. It's kind of weird. You should make a compilation? Maybe. I mean, that might be interesting. If the Earth loops and
are the other loops different than this? What does that mean? What other loops? What are you talking about? I mean, I don't understand what you mean, tactical so friend. Yeah, looping, rectangular looping applies to the physical known realm. I don't know any other things that to which looping would apply. It just applies to the available volume. And you just woke up. Okay, fair enough. That's no problem. Take your time. The other chests. Right, well, again, there's no certainty that there are other chests. It's just a potential possibility. Right, there might be a realm north and south of our known realm, and that would make us Middle Earth. Or there might be 32 other realms north and south. Right? 16 north, 16 south, something like that. Or none, and this is the only realm. And then there might be a cutoff point, or a barrier, or a direct loop north to south. All these things are potentially possible, and I don't know. Have I ever seen the holographic universe? Yeah, it's an outer space concept though. It just gives a different nature, but it's like, wait, no, that's with the electric universe. I don't know about the holographic universe then. Michael Talbot? I mean, I've heard the words holographic universe being said. I don't know anything about it though, other than that I've heard that sometime. Punch a hole to have access to another chest. Yeah, well, that's just nonsense, duper. Right, I mean, typical heliocentrist-based scientists and astrophysicists and all that, they all love to fantasize about the infinite parallel universes where it's just the same except there's slight changes, right? From all the Marvel Comics nonsense. There's absolutely no evidence that there are parallel physical universes. There's no evidence whatsoever. There might be parallel or adjacent or conjuncted spiritual universes, another layer, but there's only, as far as I know and ascertaining, including from spiritual sources, there's only one physical universe, and that's this one.
Good questions, by the way, though. I mean, these are relevant questions. The phone exploding? Yeah, whatever, duper. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's real, but like not really relevant to anything. Especially whether it's fake or not, it's just not relevant. Frog is yeah, whatever. It's just because you have like a Pepe frog as an icon doesn't automatically mean you're part of 4chan, duper. I mean, maybe 10 years ago that would be the case. Now it's already so far widespread. It's just any random person's gonna take it. By the way, talking about the frog, got a link for you to check out that involves said frog, and it's gonna freaking blow your mind. It did with me. Absolutely blew my mind. Like, that's not what I expected when I clicked that. So have fun with that. I mean, some of these productions over at Newgrounds, they're like just better than frickin' Hollywood itself, man. It's incredible. And it's just a bunch of guys doing that on their computer with a couple of Patreon supporters, and that's it. Absolutely mind-blowing. So have fun with that. Gotta go? Okay, Steamy Traveler. Thanks for popping by. However short that was. Hope everybody enjoyed the show today. I mean, I got pretty fired up. Back to the basics. And just revealing
ballers' inability to handle reality. It's like, doesn't matter that they've been hanging around for 10 years. Doesn't matter how much time passes, they just can't handle it, provably. Could just show everybody in their faces. And it just won't do it. It just can't see it, because the devil hides it from them, because they let him. They can't handle the truth, and so they're just gonna believe whatever they want to believe, no matter how much evidence they get confronted with to the contrary. They'll twist reality inside out to reinforce that process. Right, I'm rounding out. Thanks everyone for coming. I hope you liked this show. If you did, then please don't forget to Rogan's it up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification.